Hello ladies and gentlemen, we are now inside Barracks 67 North Upper berthing area. We were here last week as well, but now you can actually see it in the flesh. Now this is probably the most accessible of the old Nimitz buildings. We just literally walked right into it, but as you can see, it's also very heavily tagged. There's no blank walls at all left in this area. And the roof is leaking. As you can see, it rained in San Diego about 3 days ago. So it got pretty wet in here. And holes on the deck for the center board. I haven't seen any center boards intact in these two-story Nimitz buildings. I know 88 and 89 have them, but this one definitely doesn't. And as you guys know, we were here last week. Well, there's a lot more graffiti here than there was last week, so take from that what you will. Let's move into the head here. All of this graffiti in here is new. It was not here last week. Kind of surprised the shower stalls are here. Or I'm sorry, the toilet stalls. Oh, isn't that nice? Remember those markings. All right, here's the ladder. We go through this athwart ships, company commander quarters. When I came here in 2014, there was a homeless gentleman living in here. He was actually rather nice, but yeah, this was where he was living. I found that kind of odd that somebody would want to live in a building that we, for the most part, hated. It's a little dark here, so I'm going to break out my flashlight. The boiler room here. Wondering if that's Navy paperwork that got shredded, because it sure looks like Navy paperwork. Hang on one second, sorry. Hands are a little full. Don't remember what this was, but probably another company commander quarters room, but somebody was living in here. I don't know what the heck those things are. All right, here's the ladder. Behind this right here is the cleaning locker. Some sort of board. This is 67 South Upper. So you can see no center board here. Need to use the head. There's a fire in here, all right. This looks just like the comparison picture that I took from 1962. I think birds live in these buildings. That's what all that is. That's literally bird shit. Now we are going to go down to the lower level because I know one of you actually lived there. Oh, I can't go out that way. My hands are full. So you can see this hotel right here. This hotel is actually sitting in the footprint of where the chow hall used to be. Obviously the chow hall's long gone, but it would have been right there. Permission to come aboard. Yes, sir. Oh, there's another board. Good one, Max. Here is 67 lower south. Here's a plan of the day board. So you can see all the tags are gone. Starboard. Here's aft, port, and forward. Yeah, I will say these buildings definitely need a good field day. I mean, the deck here is filthy. Go thwart ships. Here's the lower head. Tiles holding up pretty good for being 63 years old. Buildings were built in 1955. Could use my toothbrush, scrub the deck there with my toothbrush. Another burn area here. Looks like this whole thing was on fire. Nobody going to be showering in here anytime soon, I don't think. We're going to go to the other side of 67. So this room, the cops train in here. That target's been shot at. I don't know what caused that hole in the bulkhead, but that's pretty serious shit right there. You don't see them now, but one time I came in here and there were bullet casings from a 9mm or a 40 cal on the floor, but I don't see them. So somebody must have picked them up for scrap metal. And cleaning supply locker. Here's your, I believe, chain command board. This is the boiler room for the lower deck. These buildings have that distinctive Navy smell. I'm sure y'all remember the smell of the engineering spaces on a ship. Well, this place smells just like that. Maybe a little older though. There's another, this is an office room right here. Here's your planning board. We're probably going to take off soon, so I just wanted to show you guys this before we do leave. I believe this is the company commander's head. Well, looks like he could probably take a shower right now if he wanted to. You know, if he was still here. Yeah, I hate Clinton too. I know exactly how you feel. Actually, when he was sworn into office, that was when my dad decided to retire, so he got out after 26 years in 1993. This is the lower head on the south side. Gonna move this way. Now, I can't recall the gentleman's name. I believe his first name was Bob. He told me that he actually lived in these quarters in 1969, so I just wanted to make sure I film it for him. This is 67 North Lower. Port. Forward. Fire exit sign still sort of there. Plane flying over. Unfortunately, my phone's about to die, so I'm going to have to end this here in a second, but just wanted to show you all 67 live. I know it's a little different to see it in person as opposed to photographs. Here's a plan of the day board that's been pretty heavily graffitied. Don't know what that is. It's definitely not the center board. Now, this is interesting. I noticed this last week when we were here. As you can see, this whole bulkhead has been tagged, but look at that. They left that alone, aft. But everything else, as you can see on this bulkhead, has been covered. But they left that alone, and I suspect that was done out of respect. I would like to think so. I've noticed in other places that they've graffitied the whole bulkhead, but they left the original Navy markings in place, so this could be an example of that. Not always, as you can see, that's covered, but 67 North Lower. My phone's about to die, so I'm going to sign off here, but fair winds and following seas.